I'm Miss Gordon. In this video, I'm going to read you the story Frida Maria, a story of the Old Southwest, by Deborah Nourse Lattimore. This story is about a girl who struggles to become the lady that her mother wants her to be. It was 1 month before Fiesta, and Frida Maria de Guadalupe y Vega could hardly wait. Frida's papa made out the invitations. Frida's mama was to prepare the food and the decorations. Marta and Mercedes, Frida's sisters, practiced their dances and songs. And Tio Narizo, who was a very old caballero, and Frida's favorite uncle, trained riders from all over the rancho, because on the last day of the fiesta, there was to be a great horse race. "Do you think I could ride Diablo at Fiesta?" Frida asked her uncle. "We will have to ask your mama, my little fox," Tio Narizo replied. Frida skipped inside the hacienda. She found Mama sewing the last stitches on her fiesta dress. "All fine ladies know how to sew, Frida, mija," said Mama. "You have watched long enough. See if you can finish this trim while I go to see the kitchen." Mama gave Frida a needle and thread. She was gone a long time. When she finally walked in the door dressed for dinner with Papa, Frida said, "Surprise!" "Ah!" Mama shouted. "Can I wear these when I ride Diablo during Fiesta?" asked Frida. "No, no," said Mama. "I can see you have been spending too much time with the horses and your old Uncle Narizo. You will just have to wear your purple dress. There is no time to sew you another." "I'm sorry, Mama," Frida said. Mama put her arms around Frida. "The time has come for you to behave like a proper señorita. Riding Diablo at Fiesta is not the way to do it. Tomorrow I would like you to spend all day inside with Cook." Indeed, the next morning Frida was in the kitchen. Cook pushed and pulled and punched the dough. "Like this," said Cook. "Ay, how quickly you learn! Your mother will be proud." Frida rolled and twisted the dough until it stretched from one end of the counter to the other. Then she piled it up and waited for Mama to come. "Cook tells me what a good job you are doing," Mama said as she comes in. At that very instant, a rat ran across the floor. "Aha!" shouted Frida. She scooped up the dough and threw it like a reata. The soft dough landed on the rat. "Ole!" shouted Cook. "No, no, no!" cried Mama. "This is not done." Frida helped clean up and followed her mother to the patio. "I'm sorry, Mama," said Frida. "I did roll the dough the best I could." "Yes, Frida," said Mama. "But to throw it across the room, you should not be so wild." She watched Frida spread her skirt to sit down. "Now that is ladylike," said Mama. "I'm going to ask your sisters to show you how to dance and sing for the fiesta. I think that is the answer." Soon, Marta and Mercedes had their costumes on and were dancing the jarabe. Mercedes played the guitar, too, and Frida tapped her feet with them. "Isn't this fun, Frida?" asked Marta. "And look, Mercedes, look how well Frida does turns. I'll go get Mama. This will make her happy to see." But by the time Mama came in, Frida was loudly stamping her feet and clapping her hands over her head and shouting, "Híjole!" at every turn, just like a vaquero. Mercedes was laughing and strumming her guitar as fast as she could. "She's really good, isn't she, Mama?" said Mercedes. "Enough, enough," said Mama. "This is not proper. You cannot dance at the fiesta like this. What will Don Ramon and his snippy wife Doña Tita say?" And she walked out. Frida sat down in the patio and did not even notice her sisters' kisses as they left. All she could think of was Mama and Fiesta. She could not sew, she could not cook, she could not dance. Mama didn't like anything she did, and Mama did not want her to ride Diablo. Frida tried to take a deep breath, but all she could feel was hot, dry Santa Ana wind sticking to her throat. The patio was quiet, and she was all alone. For the next 5 weeks, Frida was very ladylike. She did everything the way Mama wanted, even though it made her sad. Thinking about Fiesta only made it worse. Then, Fiesta! Everyone ate the wonderful food. Everyone danced under paper decorations and ribbons. Mercedes and Marta sang and played guitar. Frida sat on the stairs and watched. Mama walked past fanning herself. "Come," she said to Frida. "I hate to see you unhappy. Come out with me to meet Don Ramon and his wife in the garden." Frida squeezed her Mama's hand. Don Ramon and Doña Tita were just outside. Papa and Tio Narizo were there too. "I look forward to the great race," said Don Ramon. "No one has ever beaten my horse, Furioso." "Furioso, the best horse!" exclaimed Tio Narizo. "Perhaps in Monterey, but in this pueblo, Diablo has never been beaten." "Foolish old man," Don Ramon sniffed. "If your horse moves as quickly as you do, I have already won. I like this so much, I'll bet my horse against yours in the race. The loser will pay the others city taxes for 1 year." "Done!" cried Tio Narizo. "Oh no!" said Mama, waving her handkerchief. "And I am no fool!" shouted Tio Narizo, grabbing Diablo's reins. "Stop!" Mama said, dropping her handkerchief. The vaqueros saw her handkerchief drop and thought it was the signal for the race to begin. They mounted their horses. In the dust and confusion, the riders galloped off. Don Ramon on Furioso was in the lead. Tio Narizo, who always moved slowly, was still trying to get his foot into the stirrup. Frida wrenched her hand free from Mama's, leapt onto Diablo, and chased after the others. Around the mission they went, around the city hall, the old church, and the stores, the haciendas, the gardens, and the cactus. In her mind, Frida could hear Mama saying, "Oh, how unladylike!" But she kept going. The dust clouds broke open along the home stretch. Frida could see that only she and Don Ramon were still in the race. Neck and neck, they came right at the crowd. Then, with a great lunge, Diablo flew across the finish line. Cook, the maids, Marta, and Mercedes, Papa, and Tio Narizo were shouting, cheering, screaming, and jumping up and down. "Viva Frida! Viva!" In the blur of faces, Frida could not see Mama. Then she did. "I'm sorry, Mama," said Frida. "I got my dress very dirty and dusty. I disobeyed you, and I'm not a proper señorita." Mama threw her arms around Frida. "You were wrong to disobey me, but I have been very wrong about you. True, you are not the kind of proper señorita I was raised to be, but you are the best Frida there ever was, and I am proud of you. And you have made this the best fiesta ever," shouted Frida. "Hee-hooray!" The end.